Hello, 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 all my funky junk friends. Let me jump up on screen here. How are you guys this morning? I hope you guys are doing good. Having a great day so far. I know it's early. Hold, please. I want to put an apron on real quick, just in case I need it. I am going to just slide this one on. I meant to grab it as I walked by and I forgot. So, anyway. Guys, it's early in the morning. If you're hopping on, make sure you say hello. And there we go. Don't want to get nothing on my t-shirt there. So anyway, I got all kinds of stuff out here. Hi, Debbie. How you doing? How you doing? I have high expectations of this hour. All right. I don't know that I'm going to actually meet them or not, but I do have some high expectations. So hopefully, thank you for sprinkling, Debbie. I love that. That is so sweet of you. What I would like to do is I would like to do another spread in our Halloween book. I would like to do a couple ATC cards, and I'm going to show you something. I kind of cheated here a little bit. I found these printables right here, and they pretty much, they're like a Halloween deck of cards. They pretty much fit on these cards. So these will be fun, and then we can add some embellishments and stuff to them, is what I'm thinking. But we shall see. We shall see. The other thing I would like to try to do is possibly do one of the stencils from Essential Stencils, the Give Cancer the Boot. This is a fundraising stencil set and the stencil brushes that Essential Stencil is doing and donating money to the Breast Cancer Society. So I would like to do something with that, but we'll see. We'll see what all we get done. I don't know if we'll get it all done, but we'll see. Okay, I'm going to pull my clips off of here because I have not touched this since the other day when we worked on it. And I was kind of going through. I'm going to make a little bit of a mess right here on my table because I want to see if I have hidden under here some more of my printouts. No, I don't. Those are for our fairy garden. Okay. So these were just the extra papers I have. I'm going to sit, you guys, I'm going to put this on my printer. So in 15, 20 minutes when I say, what did I do with that? You guys can say, hey, it's over on your printer. Because we all know me. We all know me. But here's what I was thinking would be fun to do today. The other day we did the really cool spread over here of the witches to where it looked like it was almost like it was a scrapbook. Okay, we did this. Let me turn that camera on for you so you can actually see what's happening right here. Okay, and I'm going to make that solo so you can see right down here. Now I'm going to tilt this down a little bit so you can see all of it. This is what we did the other day. This is a rice paper from Decoupage Central that my friend Melissa helped design. And then it has some Essential Stencil on here. So I think it looks pretty darn cool myself. Now, I don't know if you guys seen on my page, I have some exciting news. I am now an affiliate. I have an affiliate link for Decoupage Central. So if you go to order any of their rice papers or anything, I would love it if you'd use my affiliate link because that gives us just a little bit so that we can keep bringing fun things to you guys. It isn't a discount code. It's just an affiliate link. That's how she does it. She's a very small business out of Texas and, you know, things will be changing all the time. She has, I think, 4, maybe 5 affiliates. And she does have an ambassador, my friend Melissa, for Junk and Craft Treasures. The only reason I say she's an ambassador is tonight at 7 p.m. on Eastern Time. She's actually going live on the Decoupage Central page. That hasn't been done before. So that's kind of exciting, a new road that they're taking. But also tonight at 7 p.m., she's releasing a whole bunch of amazing papers, you guys. Absolutely amazing papers. I've seen them. Not allowed to share them until they're released, but oh my goodness, you guys are going to absolutely love them. Love them, love them, love them. Let's do a quick run through. I was looking everywhere for this just now. absolutely everywhere, because I wanted to make some more copies of it so I could get my letters cut out. I put it in the book where it goes. We did this the other day. I want to finish that up with the Frankenstein and stuff. We have this beautiful page that we did right here. We need to do something on this page. We have this page. There's some more rice papers that we put on here and just some other stuff. We did, here is what I was talking about. It kind of looks a little bit like a old photo album or something. So I kind of want to do something a little bit similar to that. We did this page. It's got materials and stuff on it. Most of you guys have seen all this stuff. So I think that's it. I think that's as far as we have gotten. Okay. So main things here. On this page over here that has the girl by herself, I really want to get something put on here. And I am thinking just another one of these pages like this. And I wanted to kind of glance through them and see, okay, she is kind of like a little bat. I'm kind of thinking this page would be good to put with it because it's got the reds and the blacks, kind of like this one right here. So I think we'll end up putting that page on there. I'm going to hold on to these others because as we go along, we'll probably add these to some of the other pages that we have to do exciting things with. I still want to do my monster guys. I still have a couple more haunted house pages to do. So we still got a little ways to go. So anyway, all right. So what I wanted to do today was in here is what I was thinking was all of these little pieces like this. All right. So let's find us a spot that we could do that in. I just kind of, I've been meaning to, I didn't hear, kind of skipping a page in between. Okay. So if I skipped this page, we would do this page. Yeah. So we'll just do it on this page here. My thinking is if my book starts to get too thick, I can just glue these pages together. Fairy pages. Yes, Debbie, the fairy pages, the fairy project is in our subscribers group that we're working on. Let me show you. And we are meeting at 2:00 today to work in our fairy journal. Now, this is part of my subscribers group that we're working on. It's $1.99 a month if you're interested in joining it. We started this actual junk journal that I got a lot of the printouts for. And we're going to start getting this finished up and worked on. I missed our live last week because of this stinking cold. So we got to get caught up on that. But that's at 2:00 today. So yeah, so that's what the fairy project's for. Okay, so I am thinking we should cut some of these out and just kind of lay them. I have a ton here. Look at all these that I have that we can just kind of do a little bit of a spread here on this page, on these pages. Now those owls, I am thinking the owls, let's see, here's an owl right here. I am thinking I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm going to cut these owls. I'm just going to crudely cut them out. And I'm thinking that that can be a separate page within itself because it's the owls. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I was looking at this. So I'm just going to cut those out and put those together as a page together that we can do back in here somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of shove it in somewhere. Okay, was there any more owls on here? Nope. Okay, so this is what I kind of thought. We'll cut some of these out. I'm going to tear them, so I don't even really need to get my thing out because I kind of want to start working on a spread here. You're in that group. 2:00, Debbie. 2:00 in the subscribers hub. You just go to my page and click on the subscriber hub. Now, like I said, I was supposed to be live last Monday and I just felt horrible. So I didn't go live and I had planned on getting it rescheduled and life happened and I didn't get it rescheduled. So, but we're going to work real hard on it today when I'm in there. Okay, now see this page here? It's got some funky stuff up here, but we're just going to try to tear around it. Now, I'm not going to make a big deal if some of that white is showing, because before we even put it on our paper, on our book, what we will do is we will ink it and get the white off. So it's not going to be a big deal. Now, I like to tear the pages. You can cut them out. That looks good too. I just kind of like the tornness. It sounded funny, didn't it? The torn pages. See that right there? Okay, so let's get that one. Let's get this this guy here. I'm just going to kind of tear it up right there. Come down. Just like that. See, I'm not making a big deal about it. But yes, make sure you join me today, Debbie, if you have time. You can always watch all the replays in the subscribers group. That isn't a big deal. I mean, they're all there so that you can watch them and all that kind of fun stuff. So this man, I'm going to wait on the man. I'm thinking maybe we might put the men together on one of the pages. Right here's 3 men. Okay. Now we've got this fun little bat right here. Let's go for, I'm kind of looking at this. And, oh, look, there's another owl. Let's put that with the owl, even though he's on a rat. We're going to put that with the owls back here. There we go. Okay. Look at this Ouija board. I don't know. I think I might take my guy here. And let's do some of this kind of tearing. Okay, it still makes the edges a little rough, but it does go a little bit faster than me tearing it by hand. So we'll do it this way. Now I need to bring up my side snips because I have a plastic ruler over here for us to make one of those rulers that has the torn edges. That makes it look like it has torn edges. And I need to get that done. We need to make that. I've been talking about that for months and I just haven't done it. Need to just do it. So, okay, now this is, I'm going to have to just kind of tear this because I cut it really super close and I don't know how else we can get to it. Now, see how I just kind of tore it up a little bit? That's okay. That's not going to bother me at all. Hi, Jeanette. How are you? Okay, let's cut it. Let's do a couple more and then we'll see where we're at. We need to get a, whoa, I ripped the heart, you guys. Got overly excited there, but we can fix it. We can definitely fix that. So no biggie. I'm just going to tear him off, sit him over here. But yeah, what one did I just tear off? There, that one. So this does make it easy to tear your papers. When you have something, you can just kind of hold down and tear along the side of it. It does make it kind of a straight line, but I'm being a little bit sloppy with it so that it's kind of roughed up a little bit. So, and see, I just kind of went down over because that wraps around there. Okay. All right, so let's see where we're at on some of this stuff right here and decide exactly how we want to position these and what all we might want to put on this page with these guys together. Okay, now see, I kind of like a little bit of that right there, but we need some stuff in the background. And we might even want some, let's grab some couple stencils. Let's make some edges and put some stencils on here. I have some of these right here. Okay. Did it get cold there? Well, honestly, I thought we might use some of these to put some little little things in the backgrounds and stuff like that. So what we need to do is we need to decide what we're going to put in the background on this. I always wear 2 shirts. I always wear a long sleeve shirt and a t-shirt. It is cold here. I'm not going to say it's not cold here because it is getting cold here. But when I work in the factory overnight, it gets super cold in there. And actually in the shop where I work, there's a whole lot of air that blows on me. And so I'm cold all of the time. And so I usually always wear 2 shirts. So that's just me being kind of weird, per se. So, yeah, I usually always have a couple shirts on. So I'm going to look at this paper and see if we have something that might jump out at us that we could put on behind some of those things. Just something different, something kind of cool. These papers are double-sided, which is really nice. I'm just kind of skimming through and looking to see. Oh, look, it's Rosie. We can do it. I've got some ideas for some of these papers that I have to make some really cool stuff, you guys. So I'm excited about that. I'm kind of liking this page here. Oops, it's already ripped out. All right. Maybe. I don't know. See, that does kind of look kind of cool with those in the background, but I did want to do a little bit of stenciling and stuff. So let's do this. I'm going to sit these over here. Let's take this page and let's just kind of tear it down through here. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll paint the whole, we'll go ahead and paint this page. Then we'll put that paper on there. Let me move this out of the way. Right here. You guys tell I didn't plan this out real good because I just kind of wanted to think through the thought process it takes to do some of this. I've never noticed 2 shirts. No, usually when I go live, I've put a different shirt on. I actually have one of my racing shirts on. So normally I switch over to a, see, I'll just show you. I got a racing shirt on. I wear a lot of racing shirts and stuff to work. See, Street Beast, Team Respect. I wear a lot of those kinds of shirts to work and stuff. And then usually when I come on here, I grab a little bit nicer of a shirt, either a Funky Junk shirt or Take 5 or something else that I've made. I just didn't have time this morning, so I said, oh, well, I'm not going to worry about it because I don't think you guys care that I am not dressed up real nice, right? Or not. It's not really nice. I wear t-shirts all the time, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Because I get paint all over me. So it does no good for me to try to put on a nice shirt. Jeannie said, when I was young, I always wore 2 shirts at work. Now I'm always hot, so I wear one because I have to. I like where you're going with this. I love saying, yeah. You know, I just thinking it through is what's, you just kind of got to think it through and figure out what you want to do. And I am always changing my mind. You should see it when I'm up here by myself. I'm like we talk in our Take 5 group a lot about how a lot of us we're not squirrely, but we'll be working on something and we get easily distracted. You should see me when I'm up here by myself. I'm easily distracted all the time. I'll start working on something and I get up to go get something to work on it with, and then I see something else and it's like, oh, I want to do that more. So then I start working on that, and sometimes I have to sit down and give myself a little list. I really didn't need to paint it clear down here, but we're just going to go for it. Now I'm going to go ahead and now what I'm going to do here is I want to try something. I don't know if it'll work or not, but see, I have this fun, let me get you so you can just look at that down there. I have this kind of bubbly piece. I'm going to just stick it on this paint while it's wet. I'm going to see what it does. I'm going to see if it kind of pulls those shapes up. Ooh, look, wait. I got another idea. Give me a rag. Because this just happened when I did that. It kind of wiped off a little bit. So let's just kind of wipe off a little bit here. I just want to see what it does, you guys. That's kind of cool. That is kind of cool. Let's just do that on this page in a few spots like this. Now it's not wiping it all up, but it is making like little bubbles or looks like texture a little bit, just like that. I think that looks kind of neat myself. So that one didn't pull off quite as much, but it is kind of cool. But look here too, we have some of these other little stencils here. Let's see what happens if I push this down on here. It's kind of like how you do a jelly plate. See if some of these music notes come up. Not really, because it's kind of dry now. It's drying a little bit. But I think that little extra texture there is kind of cool. I don't know why that does that every single time. I don't know what makes it do that where it jumps into like that. So I think that looks kind of cool. Can you guys see those little bubbles up there? It's just adding another dimension to your page. We're going to go ahead and paint this page here too. I need to put my Teflon there. I put the Teflon there so that I don't get down on my book. Also so that the page doesn't, it doesn't bleed through onto a page that I might already have done or whatever. It just kind of gives it a surface that, see, we can go right over the edge and we don't have to worry about getting it on the pages below it and stuff. That's why I stick this on here like this. But I was trying to think of some other things that we could put on our pages to make it look like it has a little bit of texture. My mind is blank though. My mind is blank. So I'm just going to put the lid back on that, and I'm going to set this over here. You could pretty much use just about anything. We could take a piece of paper. Now look. We could take this piece of paper on this wet paint, and I could pull some of that up. Now, we can see that bear under there. So I don't know that we really want to do that, but something that we can do is, let me get a plate here. And we can take some, I'm going to slide this over a little bit. And we could take some of our, well, really we could take about any color of paint. Let's do purple. I mean, why not? Why not use a little purple? Little purple. That's kind of Halloween-y. I can take this wadded up piece of paper right here like this, and I can get some paint on it. Okay. And we can go and put some fun stuff on here. You guys remember back in the 80s and 90s when we all were sponging our walls in our house and stuff, and putting using the sponges and stuff like that back in the day. You guys remember doing all that? That was always fun. I can remember this purple makes me think of it, because this purple, our school colors are dark purple and yellow, and the bathrooms down in the down at the softball fields and stuff like that, I did this halfway up. I'm not going to go over where our bubbles are. I'm just going to kind of put it in a few spots like that. Now we're going to grab some more colors. Let's put some more colors on there. I'm going to take my piece of paper. Now I'm just going to kind of dab it off a little bit. And let's put another color on here. What other color do we have? We have this color right here. We should probably put a little bit of orange on there. But now if I thought this through, I would have done like the orange first or this first or something. But see, this is just a background that we're gonna put those pictures and stuff on. So I don't know. If we don't like it, we'll glue these 2 pages together and do something else, right? That's what I keep telling you guys. Doesn't matter if we end up doing it and we don't really like it, we can always we can do something different. Not a big deal. Pour a little bit of this orange paint out here. And then we're going to stop and get this dry. And I think it's going to look kind of neat. Just something different. Just something different. Okay, let's dab that off. Now this orange paint is a lot thinner than the other two prior paints that I use. So it might not show up real well as I'm saying that, and it's showing up just fine. I think that looks kind of cool like that. You know, something else that we could do with that bubble stencil is we could lay that bubble stencil back down on here, like here. I say it's a bubble stencil. It's a circle stencil. It's not really a bubble stencil. But we could do like that. And then it would probably have some of those circles. A little bit, but not really. Okay. This looks crazy, don't it? Absolutely crazy. So I'm going to just sit that down here in my trash can. Probably pull that and use it. But we're going to try to dry this just a little bit. And but not with the hot glue gun. We need to use the dryer to dry it with. Now the paper that I pulled out doesn't have these purples and stuff on it, but it has blues and oranges and greens. I should have paid attention to that. That's okay. That's okay. I really put a lot of paint on here, so we might have to just sit this over to the side and let it dry for a little bit, and we could work on some A2C cards, and then we could come back to this, because I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to get it dry because that paint is so thick on there. But we could also look, I want to look in, where'd that little book go? I have a little Halloween book, right here it is, that has some purples and stuff like that in there. So let's, I'm going to slide this to the side over here. Just kind of hold this dryer on here. And let's see if there's paper in here that kind of matches. Look at these. Aren't these cool? That kind of has those fun colors in there. Now look at this one. Look at this page right here. We could probably do something with that, but well, let's keep looking just to be safe, just to see what's going on here. Yeah, remember on that one page we cut that clock out, which was kind of cool. There's a bunch of pumpkins. I like this page here. I like it because it has these gates and stuff. We're probably going to use that somewhere. Okay, so let's flip this up. Nothing like, I'm getting to the purple page, you guys, I promise. There's purple. I'll see there's some. Oh yeah, look at that page back there. That would go good on, and so would that. And so would that. So let's pull these purple pages out of here, because maybe we will. Let's see if I can get them out without, if I didn't do them all at once, I probably could get them right out. Okay, so let's sit these over here. So what we can do is, I know my pictures might not necessarily have the purple in them, but I just kind of want them to kind of match a little bit here. I'm mostly looking at this page and these stripes right here, but this is cool too, I think. So let's see, are we even close? Let me try a little bit more. So fun. So I'm going to scratch the idea of what I said I was going to do a few minutes ago. And we are going to, it's getting pretty dry. Not really. Not really. Shouldn't have put it on so thick. Oh well. I think we'll be okay. So what I'm thinking is, all right, so we have these pictures here that we can stick on here. Now I'm just going to kind of lay them like this. That one. There's like a Ouija board. And here we can go up to that one. We've got this guy here, which we'll have to cut out and stuff. I think he'd be cool on here somewhere. Possibly. Let's see. Let's leave those men over there. And just kind of like that a little bit. All right. But we can add some of these like behind some of those. Okay. So see, like this could go behind this picture right here. I don't know, you guys. I'm not sure if I'm liking this background or not. Not sure that I'm liking it with all this stuff. But let's do, let me think about it a second. So I'm going to rip this while I'm thinking about it. And then let's get our black ink out and get our edges black. I put all that color on there and I liked it. And then now I'm kind of like, I don't know if I really like this or not, you know? So let's get our black distressing ink out right here. Let me grab my little dauber right here. And let's go along here and get all of these white pieces a little bit dark so that they don't stand out and they're not so white. See what I mean? I'm putting a lot of ink on here with this thing because I'm using the pad rather than just using the little dauber because it just wasn't coming off on the dauber. But there we go. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so this guy here. See, I'm kind of going up on the page too. I kind of like that. I think it just adds something a little eerie to it. But that's me. And always remember, you do you on this stuff like this. You know, you don't have to do just like somebody's showing you. You do it how you want to do it and make it the way you want it to look. So this one's not too terribly white. Our Ouija board here, he has got some big pieces of white. Now I could go through and tear those off and not worry about it so much, but this works too. This works too. Okay. So there's that. And let's get this one real quick right here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these pages here, these papers. I really like the papers, these papers over here that are sitting beside me. And we're going to kind of just collage them onto these two pages. And I'm going to use both sides of them. So what I'm going to do, but I'll leave some of the paint showing through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my ruler wherever I put it, a metal one. Don't know what I did with it. So we'll just use this one. Okay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of rip in pieces. Okay. Some of them big, some of them small, some of them, you know, they're kind of straight right now. But we're just going to kind of rip these pages here like this. And then I'm just going to kind of tear some of the pieces off. So it's kind of controlled, but not controlled. You know what I mean? Whoops. Like that. Okay, now see, I can use either side of that. All right, we're going to do the same thing right here with this one. Oops. There we go. And I'm just going to tear these like this. And then I'm just going to do some fun stuff like here. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and do this one too. I thought there was a, oh, there it is. I didn't mean to do it like that. I meant to do it like this so that they're semi-straight, but they're still torn a little bit. But see what we got happening here. Just kind of playing. We're going to put these papers all over the place on here. Just here nor there, and then we'll put our pictures on. I think that'll look cool. Fun, 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 I think. Okay. So now this paper is kind of, it's heavier than regular paper, but I think that's going to be okay. I don't think that's going to cause us a problem because I think I'm just going to use my glue stick to put it on. So let me grab us a little page right here, just like this. So let's grab our glue stick. It's our new one. I found my old one, you guys, the other day. I couldn't find my old one. It was hiding from me. Okay, so I'm just going to put some glue on here. Now this has a pointed corner, so I'm going to kind of just stick that guy right about here. Now see, I'm not putting it all the way up into the edge where the paint is. You're going to still be able to see that paint on there. Okay, so now let's go with this one right here, and we're just going to kind of let's put it with the glue side. Just going to kind of stick these guys on here, and then we'll put the papers on, and that'll kind of take away a little bit from the craziness of that paper, and I think it'll look a little bit better. That's what I think anyway. We'll find out, right? We're going to find out how much better it's going to look, or if it's going to look cruddy or whatever. So that one didn't stick very good. They're not, yeah, I just need to hold them down for a little bit longer. Just like this. Put him right in here. Push that down. But you see what I mean? I'm just kind of scattering them on the page. Okay, like that. Probably cut way too much up than I needed to. That's all right. Now this glue, I love this glue because it is super duper sticky, and it feels sticky as you're using it, but it dries and then you don't feel that stickiness anymore. You know how a lot of times when you use Mod Podge, you run into it being like a little bit sticky when you're done with it. That's why I like to use the Liquitex, and that's why I use this glue stick a lot. Now, I didn't come up with the idea of using this glue stick. The person that I seen using the glue stick was Miss Grace from the Comfy Nest. So she uses it a lot on her books and stuff too. But also, if you don't paint the page like I did, it will dry, and then you can go on to another page. You don't have to worry about it being sticking together. Okay, so now see, we can put him over here. We're just going crazy here, you guys. We're not doing anything spectacular. Just like, let's just stick those on there. What do you guys think? I think it just looks crazy. Just looks crazy, and I love it. I love craziness. It's a little bit different than some of our other pages that we have in here, but I think it's going to look kind of cool. Now my book here is getting super sticky on both sides, so then I'm getting my paper sticky on both sides. So it's time to rip this page off right there. That's why I like to use these books that we get in the mail, because we're going to throw them away anyway. So you might as well use it as kind of a backdrop to put your glue on, or if you're wanting to paint something real close or whatever. How are we doing on time? We're not doing too bad. Okay. Now you'll see the black marks on there. That is from our ink. You know, this wetness, whoops, the wetness of this glue is making that ink get reactivated. But I think that looks kind of neat myself. What do you guys think? Just something a little bit different than what we normally do right here. Now let's fill this page up. Now we could put some more of these pages on here to kind of pull them together a little bit. We need some more pictures. We definitely need more pictures. Or we could just do some fun things like, you know, maybe put that underneath that picture, and maybe take this and run it along here. I want to see those bubbles still. Okay, and maybe this guy could be in here like that. We'll pull this down a little bit more like that right there. And then slide that over a little bit like that. Now we need another picture. Let's do this crazy looking bat thing. See that? Let's put that on there. Now I'm going to just kind of cut him out because he's funny shaped. Right there. I'm not being real picky. I'm just cutting it out. I'm cutting into the color just so I don't have any of the white on there. So I'm not like fussy cutting. I'm just kind of following along it a little bit and not trying to get right at the edge, because honestly it really doesn't matter. So okay, so let's put this guy in here, like right about in here, and let's grab, let's get a couple of these and just kind of that way they're on there like this one a little bit, but not exactly like it. Does that make sense? Let's do that. Let's do that right there. And then we'll call this page pretty much done. So we'll let that dry. Like I said, we'll do a few, we'll try to do a couple ATC cards real quick before we go away. Unless you guys would rather me stencil the breast cancer awareness papers or pictures. If you guys would rather me do that than the ATC cards, I'll do that. Let me know in the comments if you would rather me do that than doing a couple ATC cards, because I don't know if I'll have time to do both like I thought I would. There. Okay, this one. Which would you prefer? Now, I don't know about a masterpiece. You know, this is the first time I've done something like this. So it's all a learning experience. And I just kind of wanted to do something that was fun and something that we could do periodically on the page and stuff. And honestly, the rice papers really are what got me to want to do this, because I saw all those beautiful rice papers and I had to get them, and they were all Halloween, but I didn't want to make a whole bunch of signs with them, because where are you going to put all of them? So I thought it would be cool to put those those rice papers in this book, and then I can sit it on my table, and you can just kind of look at it and admire the coolness and the art of those rice papers, because I'm telling you what, they are absolutely beautiful. But there wasn't enough of them to fill the whole book, so I just thought, well, I'll print off some other stuff. And I've gone absolutely crazy with it, to be quite honest, you guys. I have every day, I'm like, oh, I look up something else. It's like today I was looking up criminals, old-time criminal photos of old-time criminals, because I thought, ooh, we could do a page with mug shots from old criminals. You know, so my mind is constantly going. But I thought that might be kind of cool to do too. Now I kind of feel like I want something up there, but I'm not sure exactly. I don't want another paper. Let me see if let's see, where did that one thing go? These might be too I don't know the word I'm looking for. We could put spooky up there. Let's put spooky right there. Spooky. And then over here, let's put this boo right there. I mean, why not? What does it hurt, right? Spooky and boo. And see, did this have words in it, or was it just mainly like I don't think, I love that. Yeah, I think we don't really have nothing in there. So I think this looks kind of cool myself. You think the breast cancer stencil? Okay, Debbie, we will do that. So I like how this looks. I think it looks it's just fun. It's just something fun. So I'm going to take this book and I'm going to sit it right over here so those pages can dry. Now, all these papers that I tore up here, I tell you, I need to save them all. I need to save them all because we're going to need to use them later on, I'm sure. So I am going to just take them right this second, and I'm going to put them right there. Okay, so Debbie says we should do the breast cancer stencils right here. Now, I am thinking, here's what I'm thinking on that. Okay, let's set all this over here out of the way. Right here. Okay, I want to look at these. It says, Cancer picked the wrong girl, with these cute little butterflies. We have Give Cancer the Boot with the cowboy boot. We have Pink is My Power Color. Her Fight is Our Fight. And of course the truck. And of course the ribbon. But here's what I was kind of thinking about. Now, I have the little rhinestone kit, okay, that we could put the little rhinestones around on some of that to get it sparkly. But on that same token, I have some, these are like my cowboy Totally Dazzled stuff. Cowgirl, there's a horse, there's a little boot. Star, look at that. That matches that stencil. So I don't know if we want to do, let me see. Where did it go? Give Cancer the Boot. We could always put that on there. No, I think that's a little too much. I just was thinking something along the lines of these things might be kind of cute to put on here. Now we could put that star on there. That's, oh, you guys can't even see. That star right there might be kind of cute. some steampunk on those 2 pages would be cool. Yes, they would. Yes, they would. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I have never done the, let's do this. Let's do the, where'd the little paper go? Let's pin this. Let's put a pin in this and decide if we want to use that or not. I'm going to just sit it right down here. Let's look at this little kit. Now, this is all from Totally Dazzled, and I do have a link with Totally Dazzled also. It is on my, in my link tree. Let's see what goes on here. I haven't done it, so I believe what you do is you hook that up. Maybe I should wait on this then. Have you guys, any of you guys done this, or should I just put the star on? You know what? Since it is getting late, how about if I put the star on, and then we'll play around with this thing and make another one, and that'll be what we work on so that we can learn how to do that. So let's do this one with the star, I think. I think that'll be cute. And then we'll figure out the rhinestone things later on. Okay, so I have that now. Of course, we want to use pink. So let's spin around here and see what I have in my pink colors. I am thinking a bright pink like that. And we can do our board. We could do our board white and then dry brush with a little bit of lighter pink. What do you guys think? I think that would be pretty, is what I am thinking. Now, I've got to stand up for a second because, of course, I had this all planned out, but I didn't grab the boards to do it with. So, well, I thought there was a couple of them sitting right here. But this is one. Hold on a second, ladies. Hold on. Alrighty, here we go. Now these boards right here, I bought from Michael's. I have a mess right there, you guys. I can't hardly get in and out. These little pieces of wood that I bought from Michael's, I bought them a long time ago. They are, I want to use that. Let's use that. There's 2 squares and then there's 2 rounds in here. Now you could cut these out yourself or you can just buy them. When I bought these from Michael's, I had a coupon and they were on sale. So it was cheaper to buy them like this than it was to go buy the wood and cut it up myself. So I bought quite a few of them. And they aren't exactly 6 by 6. They're a little bit smaller than that. They are 5 by 5. Now my stencil is 6 by 6. But my, that will still fit on there. Just barely though. Okay. Do you see that? It just barely fits top to bottom, but that's all right. But we could always do it because that's kind of round. We could do it on the round. And it just goes right out to the edge right there. I think I want to do it on the square. So really, I probably would have been better off to cut them myself because I would have made them exactly 6 by 6. But, you know, I didn't. So now I need to find my white paint. Where are you, white paint? I just had it. Just had my white paint out. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to put some white paint on there. And let's put a ton of white paint on, not just a little. Let's put a whole bunch. I'm going to use my chip brush to kind of rub it in. And yeah, we will use the star. We'll put the star on it. I think that'll be pretty. Okay, now that paint that I grabbed there is chalk paint. So it is a little bit thicker than your regular paint. So, and I put a lot on here. That's all right. We'll get it rubbed in. Usually when I do my backgrounds, a lot of times I don't use chalk paint because it is a lot thicker and it's, you know, it doesn't spread real easy. I'm not liking the lines that that's leaving, so we're going to flip back over to a paintbrush. I was trying to find my big paintbrush. Oh, there it is. I have a couple of them. Here we go. There, that looks better. Lots better. There's a fuzzy there, or a bristle from my paint. Oops. I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bit on the sides, and I'll go back and do that later because dang on it, I might want my sides to be a different color. Now, you guys, I forgot I have pink stain over there. We could have done the pink stain on this. Now, this has got all kinds of fuzzy on it because I dropped it. But we could do one with the pink stain too. We might do that here in a second. So I'm going to grab it because I think that would be pretty. We'll do two of them. Hold on a second. And I'm going to grab my pink stain here. That would be pretty to do too, as the background, and then have the stencil in like the white or the other color of pink right there. Now this is Minwax stain. It's tintable, and they have it in about 200 different colors that you can use. So you can get it just about any color that you want. Look at that pink. Look at that pink. Isn't that pretty? Just going to use this. Now this staining pad is getting a little crusty, but I'm going to just keep using it till it's yucky. So you can tell when it quits absorbing, because then you're just like laying and moving the stain around rather than it absorbing on the wood or on the pad. So it's all good. I like this pink right here. I think this is pretty. But now our union usually does an auction where you can take things to be auctioned off to raise awareness and stuff for the Breast Cancer Society. Last year I made some little car charms and a big thing to be auctioned off. So some of these signs that I make, I'll make some up and take up there for them to have auctioned off. So I think that'll be cool. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to dry this, and I'm going to take this stain and I'm going to go right over the top of this white a little bit and see what that looks like. And then we'll stencil our stuff on. Now, yes, I did get paint all over my stencil there. Instead of moving it out of the way. There we go. Now see, all that does with the paint underneath is it just kind of makes it a pastel stain. Because my stain is water-based and my paint is water-based, they're okay to use together. So see how that just made it a different color of pink? Same stain. See that? I just put it over a white base is the difference there. Okay. Now I don't know if I can get it on here. Yep, I can. Just like this right here. So if you guys like these stencils, I encourage you to go purchase them. You can use my code Funky Junk, all one word, when you check out and save 10%. So there's a little bit of savings there for you on that. But it does go to a good cause. To I can't remember. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I cannot remember if all of the profit goes to the Cancer Society or a portion of it. So I don't want to tell you wrong. I'm honestly, in my head, I am thinking that they said all the profit on those stencils go to breast cancer awareness, the charity, but I could be mistaken. Okay, so we wanted to do the Give Cancer the Boot. See how I got the white paint and everything on there? We're going to do that one. Okay, and I think what I'm going to do is I was going to do the pink, but I think I might just do it in white. I think white would be pretty because with that dark pink on there. I think white would be the best color to use. And then we'll find another one to put on that one. Okay, so I'm just going to grab my chalk paint here again, just like that. And I'm going to go ahead and use my new stencil brushes, the Breast Cancer Awareness Stencil Brush. Let's see if it says on here. It doesn't say it on here. It says breast cancer. I thought it might say it on here. But anyway. Okay. So we've got our little brush here. Just going to work that paint up into our bristles. All right. Just get it worked up in there. Okay. Now take you a paper towel or something to make sure you got the extra off. It's better to add multiple coats than to try to do it all in one coat and get your bleed through. Now, I would highly suggest that you tape down your stencil. I don't ever tape my stencil down, hardly ever. I do sometimes, but we're not going to worry about it here. And we're just going to go across here. Now, the key is to make sure that your stencil is flat on your board and that you're holding it still. And the least amount of paint, you know, multiple coats more so than a whole bunch all at one time. But I think most of you that are here have heard me say all this 100 times. So you know all this already, right? I love stenciling. I think stenciling is relaxing because I like doing backgrounds. So doing the background is the part that I want to work on and do all that. And then the stencil just makes it super easy. My fingers are sticky to make a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? Now I could put another coat on there, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to leave it like that. But what I am going to do is I'm going to dry it a little bit. This right here. I don't know, maybe we will do another coat because it's not real bright on there. So let's just lay it back down on there like this. Here, let's just get us some more paint. Just gonna work it up in there. And especially right around in here. It was a little light, which I usually like it a little bit light, but it just wasn't showing up quite as well as I feel like it should for the message that it's trying to bring across, you know? So we'll do it again. We'll do it again. Just like that. There. Now that's a lot brighter. I like that a lot better. Now you can do all kinds of things here. We could paint our boot like a brown color if we wanted to. We could put a little bit of pink on our boot if we wanted to. We can put, like I said, we'll put this, let's put the, daggone it, I didn't plug in my hot glue gun. Let's put, now I've got 2 stars. I think that star's a little big to put on there. But I think this star, just sticking him on there like that, I think that's going to be kind of cute. I think that'll be kind of nice. Kind of nice. If I can get it open, ladies. Can I get it open? So we'll put that guy right there. Now I don't have my hot glue gun turned on, but I'm going to grab, I had some, what did I do with it? Right here it is. I'm just going to use this B7000. And put on there, and then that should hold it. If it doesn't, I'll use some hot glue on it and make it stick better. I'm just going to put it right along this edge here. Go all the way around except for where my finger is. I'm going to not do that little section there just so that, whoo, this stuff is strong. So I have something to kind of hold onto a little bit here. And I kind of want this star to go straight up and down. Just like that. Oh, you guys, I think that's going to be beautiful. That's going to stick because it's already sticking. See that? There we go. Look at that. Awesome. I love it. I absolutely love it, you guys. I love it. Let's put the lid back on this stinky stuff. That stuff stinks, girls. That's stanky. Okay, so let's do this one here. What do you guys think about putting this truck on here? And we could do the truck in, should we do the truck in like a mint color and with the pink flowers? Should I just do the truck white? Let's go over the whole thing with white and see what we think. And we'll decide from there what we want to do. If we want to make the truck a different color or whatever. Now, the tires will need to do black if we decide to put color on here. But I don't know. I think it might look just good just being the white on there. Now, we could go along and take some of our, like our antiquing wax and stuff, and antique these up a little bit if we wanted to, which is something that I normally do, but I don't know. I'm kind of liking them being bright like this, you know, because I don't know, they just kind of like look cool, the bright white like that. Man, I'm gonna tell you guys what, that glue is a stanky. I can still smell it. Wish you guys could smell it. It's crazy. Now, you guys, later on this week, Thursday, I believe at 3 o'clock, I will be live with the Sacred Treasure House group. It's a witch tea party is what it's called. And I didn't realize it was cooking. So I've come up with a couple little snacks to do. I had this real cute witch project, but we will do something different. But see how that did? See, I kind of like that. See, I just kind of like it, the white color. To me, that looks good like that. Now, see, I have some bleed through and stuff where the real thin pieces are. Once that dries, I can take my X-Acto knife and wipe that off and get that a little bit better. Now, what we could put something on the back here. Look at this. What if we did this? I know this isn't really a cowboy scene or whatever, but we could put on the back of this truck, cowgirl. What do you guys think? I think that would look kind of cool. Now, do we want to leave the truck white though? That's the biggest question. What do you guys think? Should we make the truck a color like a turquoise color? What do you guys think? Or should we just leave it white like that? I mean, I think it looks good like that. What do y'all think? Yes, for the cowgirl. Yeah, I'm going to put that on there. But should we change the color of the truck? I'm not sure. A mint truck? Let's do it. Jeannie says mint. We got to do what Jeannie says. This agave, or should we go with like this turquoise, this aqua turquoise, this aqua turquoise? Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. You guys just want to see me work hard, don't you? Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, where did the stencil go? There it is. So let's lay this back down on here like this. All right, and I'm going to start working down here first. Now, you notice I just used the same brush. I didn't worry about getting a new clean brush. So we're going to start working down here. I'm going to grab my little piece of stuff. I'm going to lay it right across here to keep from accidentally getting any of the ribbons up there. Now there's a ribbon that sticks down right here. I'm just going to get as close as I can to it. And I'm not making a big deal. I'm not making a big deal about trying to get every single little spot of that. right there like that. Do, do, do. But see how these little thin pieces here, and this board is not flat. So it's kind of sunk down in the center. So it's not going on as easily as it should. But those little bridges move on you. So you just kind of got to be careful. And like I've said 100 times, don't sweat the small stuff though. Nobody's going to notice if your stuff's a little bit off or whatever. Okay, so now what I need to do is move the stencil like a ding dong right there. I'm going to cut this. Okay. I'm going to cut it so that I can put it kind of in that window there. Kind of like that to hold that over a little bit. Whoops, don't move it. Okay, so I'm going to just kind of, let's get up here like that. We'll get out here. I want to get the mirror for sure. Let's go over here and get this mirror. Now you could take the time and go through all of this and like tape all these little edges off and stuff and get so that you're real accurate. Let me say that, real accurate about getting it lined up and stuff. I honestly, I'm telling you guys, I try real hard not to stress about that stuff. I have to be completely accurate when I'm at work. And so when I'm at home, I don't want to be. I don't want to be. Now, see what I can do is I can take like some of a small brush like this right here and get just a little bit of paint on to kind of get up in here. But it is going to look a little bit different because I'm doing it with a paintbrush and not the stencil brush. So it's going to be a little bit darker. But see, like this up in here is probably the blue color, the aqua color, and right along in here. Okay, but other than that, I'm not going to make a big fuss about. We're going to lift that up and see what that looks like. See, that looks kind of cool, doesn't it? Now we need to do our tires in black. So I'm going to lay this back down on here. And I think we're going to take some bright pink and do these ribbons real quick. But let's get these tires black real fast. So let me grab my black right here. And again, I'm going to use that same brush because I'm probably not going to do that green color, that aqua color anymore. There, and just kind of wipe that off. And stop moving the stencil, Christy. Just going to kind of hold that right there. Get the tires black. You don't want to have white tires. That would be kind of weird, wouldn't it? Now, see, this is when you do this with the bigger stencils, it's a little bit easier because you've got a lot more room. We're trying to do this with this little stencil. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this little baby brush right here. Okay. It's stiff, kind of like a stencil brush. And I'm going to take this pink here. That one's not very bright. Let me see. I think I have a brighter pink. Let's grab this bright pink right here. If there's any left in here. Well, maybe we will. Maybe we will. Let's see. There, we got some out. Okay, so let's take that. I'm going to take this little baby brush. It's stiff like a stencil brush, so I'm going to treat it the same way. And we're just going to we're going to very carefully go in and do these right here. Okay, and like I said, my board is not flat. It's got a big dip right there. So it's kind of pulled up a little bit. So I'm probably going to have a little bit of bleed through under there, but it's going to be okay. For what we're doing here, this is going to be just fine. Okay. Now, I didn't get every little square piece of that. It doesn't really show up a whole lot on there. It doesn't like jump out like I thought it would, because it really kind of matches the background a little bit, but that's okay. I still think it looks pretty cool. One of the things we could do is we could take a little brush like this and get some black paint on here if we wanted to, and we could go around the edges. I'm not going to do that because I will be here forever if I do that. I think this looks kind of cute like this. See that? It's not really those. I just feel like, I know it's not supposed to be perfect, right? Right, exactly. I'm just going to leave it because I think that it looks okay. Now, what I could do is I could go back over and really make those white, super. Let's do that because it's going to bug me. I'm not happy with it. So let's fix it. Let's fix it. I'm going to clean this brush. Oh, wait, I think I got another stiff one. Let me see. Yep, I got another one right here. Let's go back to our white here. Okay. I could take like a marker, one of the paint markers, and really get in there with the paint marker. But then that would cause me to be still, and I don't think I can hold my hands that still. So I'm going to do this ribbon right here. And let's see if that shows up a little bit better. Yeah, see, that looks better. Still not perfect by any means, you guys, but it's going to be okay. Okay, I'm just going to kind of go over all those. Yeah, I don't know why I thought putting it, I thought the dark pink would possibly show up a little bit brighter than the pink that's underneath there, and I was mistaken. The one and only time in the entire universe that I've ever been mistaken, right? That's a lie. That's a lie. My girls didn't have school today, so I just heard the door open. It's like, who's downstairs? I forgot that they weren't open. I think that looks better. There we go. Let's put the cowgirl on and call it a day. Oh, yeah, it's 9:18. So I can get back up for our subscribers, you guys. I'll be live at 2 o'clock with the subscribers. So if you're a subscriber, make sure you come by and say hi. We're going to work in our fairy book that we have. If you're not a subscriber and you want to become one, it's $1.99 a month. So let's put the cowgirl on here right there. So cute. This stuff really sticks. It's really stinky, but it really sticks good. I wonder if the nozzles I've never used this before. This came in my mystery box that I get from Melissa every month, and I've never used this stuff before. So there we go with that right there. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to do one more thing, you guys, because I can. I'm going to take this aqua color here. And if you guys know me, you know what I'm getting ready to do. I'm going to frame this in a little bit around here. And it just kind of draws your attention to the center of your part or your board. And it frames it in. It gives it a frame, kind of like you would do your pictures. You put them in a frame. And I really went overboard there on the edge, but that's okay. I think it looks okay. Just do it on all 4 edges, and then it'll be like I did it on purpose. Okay, what do you guys think? Kind of like it. I kind of like those 2 things. Okay, so what did we get done today? We got done with the page in our book. We got these 2 signs right here done. So I love it. Yeah, there's some more over there. We'll be doing some more signs with the breast cancer signs and stuff there. So stay tuned for that. And I'm going to jump off here and get in bed. Can you share the brand of glue stick you used in the book? Yes, ma'am, I can. It's Scotch. It's by Scotch. Scotch Create. What's awesome about it is it has this big, huge surface. It's super wet. It's super sticky, but it doesn't dry sticky. So the parts of the book that I didn't, that I got glue on that I don't want glue on, it'll dry and not be sticky. But it's by 3M. I got them on Amazon. And I will tell you this, the packaging has changed. So just look up Scotch Create glue stick. And I think that's where you'll find that. I don't have an affiliate link or anything like that on Amazon or a store or nothing. But if you can't find it, please let me know. And I will get on there and see if I can find it in my past orders, because that's where I ordered it from. But we did that. Let me pull this over here so we can see our page, our book page too. Let's see what we got done with that. So here's our book page here that we did. Kind of fun, and it's just kind of crazy looking. You know, I like that though. I like the craziness of it and all that. This piece down here is not stuck on there. Okay, let's see, like where I had the sticky, it's not sticky. So there we go. You guys, I will see subscribers at 2, and I'll see the rest of you, I think, well, tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the kitchen, and we'll make a Halloween treat. I think we'll work out. I'll tell you what I'm going to make. I think I'm going to make little witches hats with cookies and kisses and some little brooms, I think is what I'm going to make. So I'm not going to really cook. Yes, most definitely can use it for any kind of awareness. And you have this, the plain flat or the plain ribbon. I keep calling it a flag. The plain ribbon. So you could do that whatever color for the awareness that you need. Same thing with this one here. You know, it's just got the butterflies on it. Now, you know, that one says pink on it. And, you know, I mean, you could use them for anything that you wanted to use them for. They are very versatile, and there's a lot of them in there. So you get 7 of them. You see, you get your 6, and then you get a bonus one. So you actually get 7 of them. So anyway, you're waiting for those stencils? I know, I love them. I love them, and the brushes are real, excuse me, ladies, the brushes are real nice. It looks like Jeannie put an Amazon link on there. So is that for this glue, Jeannie from Clifton's Crafty Casa? I'm sure that's what it's from. She probably went and looked it up for me. That's what we do. That's how we help each other, right? So anyway, y'all, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.